Hello everyone, I'm Gemma Beall. Welcome to Beyond Second Cognition. Endel has mentioned that we will be sharing the stories of some of our crew allies out there, including the story of the angels. One of the books I'm working towards writing is going to be called Icons of Mythology, The Real Stories. I'm putting this out there now since Endel has already been saying for a few weeks that we are working on this, so you all know when the copycats try to do their best, you will know that it's in our queue for presentation. We aren't copying anyone, even if they succeed in getting something out to the public first. Imitation is the finest form of flattery, might be a first cognition term, but in second cognition it shows a tremendous lack of impeccability. My goal is to inspire others, but there's a big difference in inspiration and blatant ripping off of ideas, presentations, sayings, and such. You know who you are, and so do our listeners. I decided about 5 months ago to write the Icons book based off the current book I'm writing, PSOYCA Crew Remembering, and the conversations I've had with crew out there over the past 12 years that I've had contact with them. Today, I was talking to one of our crew allies about how I wanted to present the book, and it will be in a Q&A format since that's the way they communicate with us, and it helps understanding the questions to go along with them telling us their life and PSOYCA crew experiences. One of the questions I asked about was the time frame of events, and my crew said something that really makes sense that I wanted to share with you all because it was necessary in understanding or realizing the bigger picture when hearing these stories. So this presentation is called The Relationship with Time. The question I asked was, how long ago did this take place? To which they responded, can you truly comprehend the time frame? See, this is how our crew works with us. There are questions that we ask, and they aren't dodging the question by asking us a different question. They are asking the question to get us to think about our question in the grand scheme of things, not from our limited Earth human perspective. To be completely honest, no, I can't comprehend the time frame. From this, it got me thinking about our investment in time. I use the word investment purposefully here because in this Earth human experience, time is almost a currency. Well, no, actually, it is a currency, which is why we have a monetary value attached to it for the work we do. This is why the motto, time is money, exists. But time is so much more than that, and our comprehension of it is a filter that I didn't even see. My crew friend, also in return of my question, asked me this: what is your experience with a time where your realizations frame your understanding? Do you understand 100 years? Do you comprehend 100 years? But can you realize 100 years where time is concerned? From this, I can say I understand by experience what 47 years is like, so I can fully grok time to that point. But beyond the life experience of this incarnation, my understanding, comprehension, and realization of the concept of time are strictly limited to the filters of this experience. And everything we experience here, even operating through PSOYCA, still gets measured by the filters of this Earth experience. I've asked about time frames many times to our crew out there, and many times I've said, I understand that you don't have the same timeline, but what is your estimated measurement against Earth time? I've been told many times that there is no measurement, and I accepted that, but did I realize and fully grok it? No, I didn't. How many of us are nailed down by time? I mean, we always say life is short. Isn't that a measurement of time? We are told what time we have to wake in the morning, what time we have to be at work, what time our appointments are, and how much time it'll take us to accomplish something, and so on and so on and so on. We're always waiting for time to do something or a time to finish something. We are beleaguered with this concept of time that it rules our very lives. Hell, in the video Endel just produced, he talked about people beating themselves up for not waking sooner. Is that not using time as a measuring device for being late? Here are some questions I want you to ask yourself. Does the universe at large exist in time, or does it just exist? Do we, as PSOYCAs, exist in time, or do we just exist? Do these forms exist in time, or do they just exist? I want you to seriously think about that one. How much comprehension or realization do you have without placing a time value on it? It is necessary for our growth to understand our relationship to time because it is one of the biggest blinding filters we carry with us on our journey, and we use this to measure information about the past and about the universe at large. And if we can't see past time, then can we really grasp the larger picture? This is a necessary adjustment in our process to be able to realize the greater picture. Every moment in time is filled with 7 billion stories on this planet alone. And if one single minute contains that many stories, how are you going to be able to grok a single story that took place over 1,000 or 10,000 or more years when we can't even grok the measurement of time beyond our experience? I want to remind everyone that the discussions tab is open on the channel for others to use to ask questions or to start topics for discussion. I also want to remind everyone about our sister channel, Exiting the First Cognition, is where our PSOYCA crew friends are sharing their insights and journeys with you all. I posted a link below the video. Please subscribe and give our PSOYCA friends your support. I also want to remind you all that Exiting the First Cognition channel is open to any and all of you that want to share your journeys as well. If you want to be included in the channel, please send me a private message. I want to thank everyone for listening and subscribing. I'm Gemma Beall. Until next time, well, shit. Look what I say every freaking video. All right. Until the next moment of clarity I wish to share with you all, stay the course and don't give up on yourself.